What's good, Raider Nation? It's your boy G underscore Money Raiders, aka Galen, coming to you with another edition of My Take. Man, before I start off with anything, please like and subscribe to my channel. You guys are getting me closer to 600 subs. I'm trying to get to 1,000 so I can really reach out to people on how I feel about our Raiders. You feel what I'm saying? So without further ado, let's get into the video about today's game. So y'all already know how I feel right now that this game was way too close. And it shouldn't have been that close. But although I have to say that it probably was close because how the way they played Miami the week before. And they almost, beat Miami last week. So that's a tough defense they got. That Greg Williams defense is no joke. The offensive line, our offensive line barely gave Carr enough time to pass the ball. I want to talk about something with y'all. Our offense is kind of like sputtering right now. So I was watching the game today, and I know Ruggs made a couple of errors today that, although I feel like it was only one error, and that was when he fumbled. I feel like that pass that when Carr threw to him, that was out of his hand reach, even though I know everybody going to tell me if it hits your hand, you should be able to catch it. But y'all know Ruggs ain't nothing but a 6-foot-tall receiver. And do y'all think that we should incorporate between now and then that Gruden should use more tight ends? We got all the tight ends. You got Carrier, you got Morrow, you got Waller, you got Witten. You got all these tight ends. And to me, I feel like you can kill teams, making teams think that you getting ready to run and pass out of those 3 tight end formations. Because you got 3 for sure good pass catching tight ends. In my book, at least. I mean, if you really stop and you think about it. Waller definitely can catch. He had a big game today. Witten can catch. He's been around the league for a minute. And Foster Moreau, we know he can catch. He just hasn't had the opportunities because of Witten coming in. But y'all comment to me on that one right now. What y'all think? Like, I think now was the time that we use the 3 tight end formation and, make it look like we can run out of it to, really make defenses not pack the line of scrimmage like the way they want to. Or should they go more 4 or 5 wide receiver sets? Y'all tell me. Make a, comment in the comment box and let me know. But I'm not too thrilled. I'm thrilled, but I'm not very thrilled. Because, we won the game, but we should have won the game. But we shouldn't have won it the way that we did win it. It shouldn't have to come down to Ruggs saving himself and then saving the team on a last-minute Hail Mary, basically, and, not really putting the Jets away when they should have put the Jets away. Because Carr missed Waller on one pass where Waller could have just skipped to Malou into the touchdown in the end zone, but he chose to check it down because he got happy feet. And I like when Derek has happy feet. My theory, as I've always been telling y'all, Derek Carr is only successful when his third down proficiency is successful. That's it, plain and simple. When his third downs are not right, the team does not win. That's how this team has to win. This is a young football team, y'all. Y'all have to realize, I think this is the 3rd youngest team. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think this is the 3rd youngest team in the league. And I understand that we as fans want to see the Raiders do better, which is true. I want to see them do better. But our track record right now says we got a young, scrappy team that's going to play to the doubles, to the triple zeros. That's how we going to play this game. Plain and simple. We're not going to play it no other way. And at least we came out to play and we scored 31 points on the Jets. And, it was a much better game than what took place and what happened with the Falcons last week. Because I don't know about y'all, but Derek Carr needs to run the ball. The team seems to spark off of that when he runs the ball. Instead of him trying to be this passing quarterback. Oh, I'm Brady. Oh, I'm Rodgers. Oh, I'm who else is out there right now? That's a passing quarterback, really, really good. I mean, he's not that type of quarterback to me. He's a quarterback that can scramble on the outsides. And to me, John Gruden needs to use his legs more often. Have him use his legs, especially on some bootlegs. I think John needs to incorporate some bootlegs for Carr because that opens it up for Carr to be able to see everything better as opposed to trying to stand in the pocket all the time. Our offensive line is sort of beat up, man. I mean, these defenses are bringing in blitzes and speed rushers to get past our big tackles because they know our tackles are big. So what do you compensate for big? You go for speed. It's plain and simple. So kudos to the team, though, for winning the game, coming back and winning it, and doing it in Raider fashion. Make your heart jump out your chest. It's so Raider fashion how the way these games are played and won sometimes. We just can't blow a team out and go in the fourth quarter and be like, oh, they ain't coming back to catch up. That's just not how the way, these Raider teams over the years that I've been watching them have done. Over the years, I've watched, no matter if it was Gannon, if it was Hostetler, if it was Schrader, it didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? That's just how this team was set up to win. So we ran the ball fairly well. I understand we didn't have Josh Jacobs, but we ran the ball fairly well. So kudos to the offense for coming through in the end and making the big play. I'm really upset with Carr, though, in certain other aspects. Because to me, you've been in this offense long enough to know where everybody is and where everybody should be. And you holding on to these balls to wait. You and I both know that your offensive line is not holding up. So can't wait till Trent Brown gets back because that's going to help our running game better because the Raiders really, if you really think about it, like to run on the edges. And right now, Young is not a good run blocking tackle. Colton Miller is, but you can't keep running to your left all the time because teams will pick up on that. So kudos to Darren Waller today. 200, I think it's a 200-yard game he had today. I know he had 180-something yards. But kudos to him for having the game that he had, man. That was really good for him. Who else I want to say? And kudos to Henry Ruggs, man. I know he's been getting a lot of flack about his numbers and everything. And if y'all really pay attention to what some of the stuff that he says, stats is not his thing. And we got to remember, he did not have no mini camps, no OTAs, no training camps. He didn't have none of that. And we as fans, we live for the moment and we tend to forget that. That to me, that's pivotal for him because that's his development is to learn the way certain routes that not only Derek, but John Gruden needs him to run. So offense, I give you a B today on making sure that you did at least get the victory. Defense, y'all showed up today. Although in the beginning of the game, y'all was kind of making me scratch my head because I couldn't understand how y'all make Sam Donaldson, whatever his name is. Y'all make him look like the next great quarterback for some strange reason. I'm not getting it. Y'all let him come down and score on 2 drives. Nick got beat on two of those in the first 2 No, the second drive when they went down and scored a second touchdown. He got beat on a play in which he didn't go to the flat like he was supposed to. And then on the touchdown, he didn't he was too busy covering the middle of the field as opposed to covering an area on the field. So I give him that. Great to see Cleve Farrell come back and have an awesome game. Two sacks, 2 fumbles. You know, that's been my pick this whole time, Raider Nation. I like Cleve Farrell. He reminds me of Michael Strahan. No, he's not Khalil Mack. No, he's not Von Miller. You know, he's like this big dude who can stop the run on the edges and get inside and then play inside. That's how Strahan was. Strahan did the same thing. Play on the end and sometimes come in inside and play the defensive tackle position. And I think that's what, you know, the Raiders are trying to do with Cleve Farrell is that. So I'm very proud of him to come back from being gone 2 weeks and then turn around and get his 2 sacks and 2 forced fumbles. So kudos to that. Max Crosby, you didn't come in today and get a sack, but you did put a lot of pressure on the quarterback today. So I'm very proud of him on that. My problem is our defensive tackles. I don't know, y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I only seen Vic Beasley come in maybe 1 or 2 times today. But I mean, it is what it is. You can't expect him to just come in and just be like, boom. But our defensive tackle position is whack. It's whack. It's very, very whack because Mo Hurst is still healing from an ankle injury, and he had a bad ankle injury, y'all. Y'all just don't. I don't think y'all realize how bad his ankle injury was. Jonathan Hankins is like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know about him. Y'all talk about everybody else at the D tackle position, but we need another big run stopper in that middle part right there. And I know Collins was supposed to have been that big run stopper, but the Raiders made Collins lose 30 pounds that he was used to playing with. And then come to find out he had a shoulder injury. So he got put on IR. So, like I said, everybody came in to play. Special teams did an awesome job. Carlson came in, did what he was supposed to have did, and we did everything that we needed to do special teams wise to keep them in. Because that defensive play in the end, I mean, y'all don't understand. We only had 2 timeouts. They had 1. We came in and we stopped them. We stopped them and made them punt the ball back to us. And it was just a miracle that Carr was able to find Ruggs on that last play because he had Aguilar and he overthrew Aguilar, which I'm not understanding. But everybody keeps saying Derek Carr throws a good deep ball pass, but sometimes his deep ball passes be like, a little sketchy. You know what I'm saying? So, but kudos to the team. We kept our playoffs hopes alive. So, on to the next game. I think we have the Colts next. And we got to play better than what we play. Defensively, we just let them run up the middle on us too much. Like I said, our defensive tackles are whack, man. They are whack. I don't know what needs to happen, but we need to get better play from our defensive tackle position, to me. And, one more thing. Arden Key. Arden Key needs to learn how to stop going up the field so fast to get to the quarterback and leaving the edges open for Adams to just sit up there and just run on the edges on us all day like that. Got to learn how to be able to come inside and force the guy on the outside, which takes longer, which then will give your defense a chance to get to the guy. So, I don't know, Raider Nation. Like I said, this was a good win, but it was a close win, and it's just in style and Raider fashion. I mean, it is what it is, so hopefully we get Josh Jacobs and Jonathan Abram back next week. I know Josh has an ankle and Jonathan has a knee. So we get Trent Brown next week. You know, we can slowly but surely start to get back into form, because November and December, you got to win all the time in November and December, no matter what. You know, this the money ball. This the money ball right here. If you want to make it to the playoffs, you got to win in November and December. You just can't win in September and October and think you can scathe through the rest of the time. It just don't work that way. So kudos to our Raiders for winning today. They should have beat the Jets, and they did beat the Jets, 31-28. So peace out, Raider Nation. Don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Like I said, you guys have got me close to 600, and I appreciate y'all so much. So peace out, Raider Nation. See you next week with another video.